Hi and a very warm welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you our new robot lawnmower. This is an ANTHBOT M9 mower and we can't wait to show you it.
This is one brilliant piece of kit. It is absolutely fantastic. When you get the box and you unbox it, you have various components. You have the mower, the charging unit and the antenna, and they're the three main units to it. So this is the robot mower. It's the M9. There are various different types of mowers within the M series. This is the M9 and this is suitable for lawns, small lawns to medium lawns up to 1,000 meters squared. So if you've got a lawn within that range, this is the perfect mower for you. And this is now seated on its charging unit. So the charging unit itself is there. It then gets attached to the antenna, which is this one here. And this is what is connected to the satellites. This is what gives you the precision of mowing. Once you create the map of your garden, this is what is going to be used to plan that map out and use that map to guide where the mower goes. So this is a piece of kit that basically stays outdoors. This is completely weatherproof. So we have it now connected with power coming from the summer house, and we have a nice electrical box which is keeping everything wire-wise nice and secure and dry and weatherproof. But the actual charging unit and the actual mower itself can be left outside all year during the mowing season. So what we'll probably end up doing is we'll bring this out every spring when the grass needs to be starting to be cut, and then what we'll do is get into autumn and the weather's changing, the grass isn't growing as long, and we'll leave it over the winter time. We'll then bring it indoors and leave it stored maybe in the shed so it can be stored somewhere nice and secure for the winter time. So that is the setup. So there's two things you need to know with regards to getting one of these, and that is you need to have an outlet with a plug. It won't work without the plug, and it also needs to have access to Wi-Fi, because with the Wi-Fi you're going to be connecting the whole unit to the antenna and also to your mobile app or your iPad app or whichever tablet you may use in the garden to do this from. With that all being said, the setup is pretty simple. You connect the wires together. The wires are color coded, so it's easy to set up from the bag. You connect the antenna to the lawnmower base unit, which is the charging unit. You connect the wires to the charging unit, which goes to the plug it all in, bring out your mower, and you're ready to go. The actual setup of the map is also really easy, so we're going to go through that with you first, and then we can show you some of the great results that this one has. When you first download the app, you'll need to register the mower. You'll then be taken through steps which enables you to connect the mower to your Wi-Fi network. In order to create the map, which is the first thing you need to do once you've set up the mower, is you need to go onto the app. So download the app from your app store, and then you enter device, and then you get a prompt to say create maps. So you click onto that one and you go through the next lot of information, go through that, and then it gives you the option. You should have a green light on the antenna, so the antenna is green, and you should also have a green light on the GPS on the mower. So you click onto that, says confirm you've got a green light, and then next. Now this will abruptly send the mower out ready to do the map. So it's going to check all the connections, and then once it's happy, it will then start getting ready. So now it's ready for our command. And on your phone, tablet, whatever you're using, it's a little bit like using a radio controlled car. So it's a bit like going back to childhood and having that fun with controlling a radio controlled car. This is fantastic. So you have two ways. You have backwards and forwards and left and right. And what we're going to do is create the perimeter of this bit of lawn. And this is the first thing we need to do first. So if I stand up first, and I'll probably get round this way so I can see where it's going. And we need to turn it. So off it goes. And you can control how quick or how slow it goes. So a little press makes it go slowly, and a bigger press makes it go more quick. So you're going around, and then you can go around the perimeters. So I'm trying to get around this lamp. Then I want to go back tightly in. And then around this bit. So again, it's nice and slow. So I've got quite high up bricks with regards to the actual edge. So off we go. Trying to get that right, and off it goes. If it goes out slightly, just bring it back in again. So I'm just following it round. I'm walking behind it so that I can actually see how close the boundaries are. You can obviously stand a little bit away if you wanted to, if you've not got the same issues that we have. And then once you get back to the starting position, it will say map finished, and then you just press done. Once the map is created and you've created that full circuit, it will then go back to the charging point. And at this point we can then start the mowing. So come out of that, and now we can go into the starting point. So I don't know if you can see that on the actual video, but that is the map of our lawn area. So you can see it's not got the central bedding, but because this has AI controlled visual, it can actually go around the garden now doing the mowing, and it will then tell where that central bed is. So as this device is mowing the lawn, if for example the neighbour kicks a ball over or something and it lands on the grass, it will know to swerve around that and go around it rather than trying to go over it. Also great for pets. If you've got pets, dogs, cats particularly, they go around their own little merry way. They might just come close to it, wondering what the hell this little device is going around their lawn, and it will just go around the pet. It's completely pet friendly, and it's not going to cause any trouble at all. So it has all these inbuilt features to prevent it from going into things it shouldn't. It also has a rain sensor, so it doesn't mow if it senses rain. So in Britain we get a lot of rain, it's not going to mow when it's raining. And it also doesn't mow at night time, so it mows during the day and when it's not raining. In terms of the blades, there are 5 blades on the disc, and this delivers fantastic results, giving us really good precision cutting. The blade height can be adjusted from 30mm up to 70mm, so it can be adjusted during the time of year, so in the spring or the autumn when you wanted to cut it a little bit higher, you can adjust it, and during the height of summer you can then adjust it to a lower height. So I'm going to go, because we are in April, I'm just going to go with 40mm, so it's not the lowest but it's also not on the highest trim. And we can just select that and press save. We're now going to start, and this is the amazing part about this. You just press start, it comes off the charging unit, and this is the sound that you're hearing now, is the sound of the blades going around and round. So it knows where the obstacles are, and it has that sound of basically like a radio control car kind of sound. It will do the cutting in like a U shape, so it's going to give you the lines that you're looking for, that crisp, nice lawn stripes.
The thing that I love about the ANTHBOT M9 is that it just does its thing. You can set this to come on when you're at work. You can set it to come on when you're sat in the house watching television. You can be sat outside enjoying a cup of tea, coffee, some nice biscuits, nice piece of cake, and it still will do its thing. It's amazing. You could be anywhere, out shopping. You just imagine that. Normally you've got to come back. You think, oh, I've got to get that lawn cut before the rain comes. No. With this robot lawnmower, it takes care of everything. All that you've got to do is press a button. As you can see, when it does come to the edges, it navigates itself around, so it's not crashing into anything, and it knows, because you've set the map already, it knows exactly where to go, exactly what it's doing. You don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to supervise it. We're in the garden now, enjoying it, filming this video, but you don't have to focus on it. You can just do whatever you want, go and do your own thing. I just love the idea of being sat at work and just being able to set this going. I think it's amazing, and it's something that's going to save you a lot of time, and it was never something that we've ever considered before this point, but I think it's going to be worthwhile, because it's just going to save us so much time. I think when I've thought about a robot lawnmower before, I was always daunted by how hard it will be to set up, but it's not hard to set up. You just set it going, set your map, it does its thing. And as Paul said, in the winter, you can bring it back in and you can just, you know, put it away until spring, and it just bring it out in spring, and it's just perfect. I think it's a really, really great product. I really do. And as you can see, it's not taking too much off because of the height it's been set at, because at this time of year, we don't want to set it too low. Obviously, as the weather gets warmer, we will set it to its the lowest setting, and it can just do its thing. But I do like this, I really do. And the problem is with myself, when I cut the lawn, I find often I tend to ball scrot the edges. I tend to just really skim edges on things, and this lawnmower is not going to do that because of the way that it's been set. You've set your map, it knows exactly where the edges are, and it's just going to come and do its thing. I love it, absolutely love it. It's certainly a welcome addition to the garden, and fun to watch as well. You know, boys and their toys and all that. It's just great to watch it do its thing. Look at that. Later on, you'll get to see as well how when it's finished, it goes to its charger. It's absolutely amazing, honestly. It's like having another pet, but a robotic pet. Absolutely amazing. I love the way that it's effortlessly taking on these stripes, so it's doing lines. So where possible, it's doing these straight lines. And I was talking about having it come on at a certain time, so if I was at work or something like that. But the thing is, you don't have to manually set it. You can schedule it to come on at 3 o'clock every 2 days, or whenever you want it to, every day if you want it to. You can set it to come on at a certain time, 3 o'clock, and if it was raining during that time, so it gets to 3, starts raining, 5 to 3, it's not going to cut it till the rain stops, till it's sensible to cut it. So it really is very clever. This is one amazing piece of kit, and one that I wish we'd have had a long time ago, because it just saves so much time, so much messing around, bringing a lawnmower out, clearing up the grass and things. This is just amazing. I love it, I really do. I like the way now it knows what it's doing. It's coming along. I thought it was going to do the corners, and it is going round. It's just trying to get these lines done first, and it's going to go round that central bed. But the thing is, you've got to watch, because you're just going to be fascinated with it for the first so many weeks of having this. You're going to be out watching it. But it's amazing. It's like now I've got tea out in the garden. I can sit and enjoy a cup of tea while it actually does its thing. So I can be here, sat there, it's already set to go, it's doing its thing, I can focus on what I want to do. If I've got work to do from work, or anything that, you know, if you're working from home, or you bring work home, bring work out into the garden, look at it, it's amazing, it just does its thing. You don't have to do anything. Technology has certainly come a long way. We used to have, where I'm sat now, this area was a rockery, and then behind me was lawn. Our regular followers that followed us from the beginning will remember this. Now, you can set this mower to do zones. So the first zone you could set will be this bit, so where its base is. Then you could set it to do another zone which is behind the other side of where the rockery was, which would be where I am now and behind me, and it would automatically go on once it's finished the first zone to do the second zone. Something else as well, if you didn't have a gate, or your gate was left open all the time, you could program this. If you had a front lawn, to do the back, or do the back and the zones, whichever zones you have, and then it could go on, trundle off along, and so long as it's got access, so some kind of ramp or something, if you've got a slope or something, you know, if you've got steps or something. So behind me there, you'll see, if you just let me show you, you've got these two lips here. So in an ideal world, they wouldn't be there. You'd need to make sure that the mower could get up. That's why I'm talking about ramps. But that could literally go around to the front, and if you had a front lawn, cut your lawn for you. Absolutely amazing. And look at this. You can smell the grass. The sun's coming out. I think it's one of the most fascinating things that I've ever seen in a garden. It's just absolutely amazing, it really is. It's so beautiful, and it's doing it lovely as well. It's not harsh. I think when you're dragging a mower around, it's much more harsher than this. This is a very gentle cut. The way that it does it, it's effortless. It's just absolutely amazing. I love it. It's the greatest thing ever. And it really is, like I say, a welcome addition. I just think it's wonderful, and something that I think a lot of people are going to benefit from. It's a great product. It's got a lot going for it. It's more on the fact that you're not dragging this mower around. Also, if you think about it, if somebody's got health issues as well, absolutely amazing, because this does it all for you. Someone else could even program it to do it for you. You don't have to do it all yourself. And that's the beauty of it. If you've got health issues and you're not able to push it, you know, literally drag a lawnmower around, this is the perfect thing for you. A robot lawnmower does its thing. It's already set, just comes out, does it, no problems whatsoever. Can't take my eyes off it. Like I say, it's like a mini pet. It's like kind of a little robotic pet. It's lovely, honestly. I was going to say we'll name it, but it's actually got a name. But there you go. Look at that. It's coming to the edges a little bit now. It's getting a bit closer to the edges. Like I say, we'll do all the centre bit first. So we'll do all the main bit of the lawn, all the way round. And then, finally, it will start doing edges and corners. And I'm looking forward to it doing around this island bed, because I love it. But there's just no nonsense. It just gets on with it. It does the job. You know, I never thought growing up as well, because I remember, you know, as a child, the very more primitive lawnmowers, and we've evolved through the decades, and now to see something like a robot lawnmower is just, it's the way forward, let's face it, it's the way forward. This is the in thing. And it's certainly a talking point as well, because not many people actually have them. And so, it's coming to the edges now. And so, if you're thinking about getting one of these, get it, because it's also a talking point as well. Because when you have people visiting, they can see your impressive robot lawnmower, your impressive ANTHBOT lawnmower, and they will be so jealous. They really will. Because that is just impressive. I like the sound it makes as well. Notice the sound's much more gentle. When you have a regular lawnmower, it's almost deafening. You know, and if you've got neighbours out in the garden, they're sat having a nice cup of tea or something, and then you bring your lawnmower about, dragging it round everywhere, it's not the greatest. And now, you hardly know that it's there.
And the great thing is, it can mow up to 150 metres square per hour. So if you do have quite a large area for grass, it does get you through that quite easily. This is unlike many other robot mowers in that it is completely wireless. It navigates the lawn using GPS satellites, meaning there are no awkward wires in your borders. The only wire set up is the antenna and the charging unit. It also has an anti-theft mechanism, so if it goes outside the boundary that you set, it will alarm.
This is one of the most fascinating things of all when you see it going back to charge. Look at that. Makes that beep sound. So it shows that it's connected. Perfect. It took 11 minutes to do that and only 8%. So if you've got a bigger lawn, you know that it's going to have plenty of charge to do. And if you've got an absolutely massive lawn, a huge lawn, you know that that thing is going to do its thing. And if it starts to run low on battery, it's going to go back to its charging point. It's going to charge up. And then as soon as it's ready, it's got more charge, it's going to come back out and mow the lawn. I absolutely love it. There is not one negative thing that I can say about this. I was concerned about the fact that it's left out, but can you imagine having to bring this robot back in every time it had finished doing its thing? It's just not practical. It's built to last. It's built to be outside. It's fully waterproof. It's meant to withstand the weather, the wind, the rain, you know, and like you said, like we've said, you can bring it inside the shed, during shed, conservatory, wherever you want to put it, wherever you can store it, any sensible place, you can bring it inside in the autumn when you're not cutting the grass anymore and bring it out in spring, and it just stays there right where it is. It's not doing any harm. And you might think, well, it's a bit excessive to have a lawnmower, a robotic lawnmower for such a small garden, but why not? It's built for that. You can have it in such a small space like this. You can also have it in a massive garden as well, a much bigger garden with much bigger lawn. So it really is up to you. And it's all about ease. It's all about using this product to make life easier, because that's what it's there to do. And it's a bit of fun as well. I love the way it really is a fun thing to use. It's just great. Honestly, I can't take my eyes off it. It's going to be something that even when I'm in the house and it's doing its thing in the future, I'm just going to be staring at it the whole time. It's absolutely amazing. Look at the results, crisp and effortless. I'm now going to take you back and show you exactly how the grass looked before the cut and after. In the time that we've talking about this mower, it's cut the grass perfectly without us having to lift a finger. Thank you so much for watching our video on this amazing ANTHBOT M9. It is the perfect lawnmower, absolutely amazing, robotic. What more can you ask for? We will drop a description, a link in the description box below, so you'll be able to find out how to get hold of one of these. It does come from Germany. It's not available here in the UK at the moment, and something to consider as well, when you do buy this, you will need to have an adapter because it's coming from Europe, so you would need a UK adapter. If you've not thought about purchasing one of these before, it's well worth it, honestly. It's going to save you so much time. It's an interesting focal point and talking points as well. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon on the next one.